butch is not the appropriate vernacular.
Okay.
Even I knew that knowledge.
You see?
Even I knew that.
Okay, I guess you know what? I watch too much old school movies.
Right.
So to me, that's the word they use.
This is so important, man. This is why this is so important.
Any words with a B, a T, and a CH in it, women don't like those words. Women don't like those. They don't like the setup. They don't like the setup.
Who came up with this shit?
So look. Let me break it down. So, girl, I did. Listen to me. Trust me.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now I'm rock with you niggas.
All right, we back. This is not an episode. This is not an episode. We just checking in, man. I know y'all been missing us out there. Of course, I got the king in the building. The king. Can I get a fist bump? Can I get a...
King, ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Knowledge born. What's the science?
We in the hood. We out here. Y'all know what it is. We outside.
Knowledge, why you outside, son? What is this, son?
I'm out here with my niggas to let them know that, yo, we ain't scared, B. We out here.
Yo, what is
we ain't going back inside.
I don't condone it.
You don't condone? I don't condone it either.
Quarantine.
I especially don't condone what the two light-skinned niggas is doing by the truck. I don't know, what is that? What does these niggas do by the truck?
It was they hustling, man. They
hustling?
The streets right now.
Too close for comfort right now.
Too close, man. Too close.
They play.
I don't see a mask on none of these niggas.
No mask.
Nah.
Yo, man.
What was this?
That was a music video I was at with China Mac. Him and Fortime had a video. Called Quarantine.
How many? It's called Quarantine. Wow.
Yeah, called Quarantine. And then the hook goes something like, fuck the quarantine, I ain't going home.
You lying.
I'm dead ass. Wait till the video drop. Yeah, I was out there. We shot it in Left Rack City.
In Left Rack?
Yeah, right there. It was right there, that building right there.
Shout out to China Mac, but I don't know how I feel about that. Rest in peace to my man Meg. Passed away.
Right.
I don't think we said that on the show yet.
Like this corona shit is real.
Yeah.
People really dying, lost a good dude. So
R.I.P.
Meg, man.
R.I.P. Meg. I got a song with Meg. I think it's called Motivation. It's good for workouts. So if you want your workout stuff, just grab that song, throw that in the playlist. You know what I mean? Word. On another note,
what's been going on, Hoffa? I see you've been live. I see you've been talking with the fans. I see you've been having
you know me, I always gotta figure it out.
Don't fuck with the gang no more, son. You don't fuck with the gang.
Get out of here, son. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, I think Misfit on out my dumb advice. Don't fuck with the gang.
We don't fuck with the gang. Hey, I got a 5-hour episode to drop, B. We good.
Yeah, I know. Right? Jeez.
But it is kind of. I guess everybody's lives been, everybody's schedule's off. I know what's going on my side is kind of crazy. What's it been like for y'all?
It's actually been good, man. Like, I feel like everything good. I feel like, mentally, I feel like everything is back to normal for me, as opposed to just, a lot of crazy shit,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I'm just active a little bit more, going outside a little bit. I'm not saying, don't, protect yourself or be as cautious as you can be, but,
right.
just been, you know, active and kind of going outside a little bit. Yesterday was real nice. I don't know if I got to enjoy that day.
Yeah, I know.
Nice
Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was nice, but I still was kind of B. I'm gonna look like a pussy nigga today, and I'm across the street, my nigga, because these 16 people coming down the block, I don't trust none of y'all niggas. I'm sorry. I don't.
Yeah, I feel you.
Fit, what's going on your side?
I am still practicing social distancing. I'm not trying to be chilling with 50 niggas yet. Not ready for it.
Right.
Especially, you know, with the passing, you know, Meg and shit. He was really close to my circle. So, you know, I'm trying to take it as serious as possible, but also not trying to make a mockery of it either, right?
Right.
Because, you know, when your friends is dying and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
It's tough.
It's kind of hard to do that. I didn't bring this up on the show, but a couple weeks ago, I get a call from my pops. Now, he's talking real funny on the phone. I'm thinking, he probably been drinking or something like that. And we have a conversation about things that we never, ever really had that conversation. You know what I mean? I think my pops wasn't around that much when I was a kid. So he was kind of apologizing for like that, but adamantly. Like every time I tried to change the subject, he'd be like, no, it was wrong, this, that, and third. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. And I'm like, is he drunk and in his emotions right now? But I appreciate it, but I didn't know how to feel about it. I found out he had corona, son. Ain't tell me nothing. And the difficulty in him talking, it wasn't that he was like in the middle of the worst part of it. You know what I mean? So he gets better
now. He got over it.
He gets better now. He's telling everybody, yeah, I had corona. I was in the house fighting it. I'm like, what?
Because he ain't want y'all losing y'all heads.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, that's real.
That shit is crazy. So yeah, I'm definitely still not playing with this shit. I don't know how everybody else feel about it. If you want to rush outside and listen, this is what I'm gonna stress to people. I'm gonna keep saying this. Yes, you might be strong enough to fight it off, but the people around you might not. So just be careful. Just be careful. Consider that every time you go outside, you taking your whole household outside with you. So just be careful. Other than that, what's going on in battle rap?
It was some nice battles. I know I see you talk about it, the B-Dot Emerson. B-Dot was on Nitty joint. That was fire.
Yo, Pit, did you
both
see
of
that?
those guys was fit.
What do you think took the W? Knowledge.
Oh, you think
I watched the battle twice. I had B-Dot winning the first and third, I remember, and Nitty the second. But the first was debatable though. I'm not gonna lie. But I had edged it to, B-Dot.
You gave Nitty the second?
Yeah, I gave Nitty the second round. I thought Nitty came out crazy. It was still a close round too.
B-Dot with the dirty 30, you heard? B-Dot with the dirty 30.
30?
Dirty 30.
Nah, you bugging. You bugging, man.
Yo,
dirty 30?
You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing online at night? We can watch it right now, bro. Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching some of that bar breakdown. I was like, yeah, that's fire. Because even when you don't get it, you bring it back. You make sure that niggas really get the bars, and then you move forward. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's some real good breaking down.
I feel like as battle rappers, we probably are the best people to do shit like that. Not to say that the fans don't get it. I'm sure their fans.
Nah, facts. Yeah.
But there be like little subtleties that we get that other people just be like, crazy.
So, Matt, what did it for you? Like, what made you say, yo, This is a 30. Like
Yo,
30,
Fit, yo,
30.
Fit, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Oh,
I know you don't really want to chime in on this, and I could tell you, like, I'm gonna let everybody else say it, because niggas gonna think that I'm biased. But no, so like, B-Dot, he had angles. He had angles and bars. I liked Rum Nitty, he had like points here and there, but it was broken up and separated by like random bars. B-Dot's rounds just seemed like they flowed straight through, on topic.
Got you.
And he actually made the
you think
argument.
He was more prepared?
No. Fit, if you see, I don't know if did you see the battle?
Mm-mm.
He actually made the same argument that you did on the show.
Got you.
He was like, "Yo, we hear you bust your hammer, but like, why? Tell us why. Tell us when you grew up, my nigga. Like, tell us.
I remember that part.
The reason ball is gun busting. Like, what is? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going there like you never had no substance. He was like, you got punches, but you don't got no substance. And I was like, I like this angle. It's dope. And I felt like
everybody was hating when I said it.
Rum started off his third, kind of doing that, kind of talking about something, but then he ended it mad quick. And I was like, oh,
yeah, okay. His third could have been longer, but he did still open it up strong, kind of like going about his accomplishments in a sense.
Yeah,
what he had to go through and the way he was able to go through it. I thought that was dope. I felt like if he would have gave us a little more, it would have been more of a competing round, even though it was still a dope round.
That's a fact. His
Rum's second was crazy though, man. Like he went.
It was crazier than B-Dot. It was crazier than B-Dot's. Because that's when B-Dot really started the angle.
Yeah, it was. But Rum Nitty had some shit in there too. Was that the bar where he said the comedic bar?
Comedic, yeah.
That shit was crazy. But again, when I heard that, I was like, damn.
It's like a good bar.
Cosmetics. Yeah.
It's a good bar, but it's not directly like, You feel me?
Nah, it is, because if you think about it, it's still in reference to like B-Dot, you know what I'm saying? And being, on African Black Power, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was still featured around who B-Dot is or what he represents in a sense.
Right.
It was just a flip of a word, even with comedic. You don't hear too many niggas guys saying shit like that.
Right.
Even Battle of the B-Dot. But it was good. I like that aspect though. I like the way they do that with just, I don't know, for me it felt mad artistic. It was dope. And it was like you get to just kind of, it's like really no biasness, no crowd biasness. You just get to focus on the bars.
Right. And when you get to focus on the bars, you got a puncher versus an angler that can punch. And for me, it was a no contest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't. I'm not going to debate it but it was. Go ahead, Fit.
So, because I know, a couple episodes ago we was talking about, not really in love with how they're doing it online and shit. So you like this way better than what they're doing?
10 times better.
10 times better. So
for me.
It's and that in the building effect.
It just is like it just feels like some ill. It just feels like some ill, like an ill little cipher type thing. Just kind of like, how you can just be in a cipher room and just hear these dudes rap. Maybe it's 5 artists and their turn to just rap. It felt like that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But there's just really them going to each other. So I thought it was just dope. You know what I'm saying? And then it was clear. The visual looked fire.
Yes, the visual is very fire. When I saw the clip, I was like, oh, nah. The way, the sunset was on the roof and shit, it looks super dope. Like, sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. It was really dope.
Did you open to doing something like that?
Yeah, for sure. I like that a lot better than, like, the camera. Like, that's definitely something I could fuck with.
Yeah, you get the straight violate you and that person, and I would like to see your style fit in that type of environment too. That'd be crazy.
I could fuck with that. Like, no crowd, and it's just you and that person. Like, you know, and I feel like energies have changed. Be like, this ain't really a show. This ain't really a show. This is like, what up? We
right.
Yeah,
ain't no popular battle rappers there to gas you or to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Just yourself.
And you can't rap. You can't rap for a crowd either.
Ain't no chicks on stage that don't understand bars, fronting like they get everything your opponent get. You know, the spitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's different.
Yeah, nah,
you really gotta listen. You really gotta listen. Yo, Space.
Exactly.
Just to prove a point, I just want to prove a point real quick. Can you pull up Beat Out versus Rum Nitty? Let's listen to the second round. Let's listen to the second round real quick.
Pull it up, please. Pull it.
Just to see if I have the round 1 beat out, round 3 beat out, who do I really have? Remember, I gotta still watch it again because how many times you watch the battle, Matt? But I know you broke it down, so you probably watched it a few times.
I watched it a few times.
Yeah.
I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah, so you know, shit, man.
But
Rum Nitty was still crazy though.
Rum Nitty went first.
I like.
Go ahead,
I know it's off topic, but I'm just saying, Tay Rock versus T Top. Is that gonna be on the roof too?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Because I think personally,
Tay Rock ain't been good. The quarantine shit.
I don't like Tay Rock in these quarantine battles.
Yo, can you hear me?
You saw him and Mike P, him and Big T?
You hear that?
Him and Big T, I did.
Hey, what's poppin', Brody?
All right.
We got our recording.
I hear it now.
But keep it real. For the next 12 or something minutes, you are not the homie. Let's get it then.
Stop it real quick. Bring it back. That's the second round, right?
That's just the audio. They just got the audio online.
Yeah. Is it the second round, though?
Nah. Pull to the second round?
So skip to the second round. Rum Nitty goes first, B-Dot goes, and then the next Rum Nitty verse is the second round.
Okay, all right.
We gonna get to the bottom of this.
Nigga, that sleep pole lip in your melon bust. Stretching cuz.
That was hard.
Don't stop after dot, like etc. Set it up. Squeeze the heat. You see the piece? It ain't no letting up. We about whatever, cuz. Eager to clap. I can't get to you, then I try a sleazy attack. And my bitches drop the location. Tell them swing where they at. Stupid nigga thinking he finna menage. Now B's in the trap.
B's in the trap. That was part of his second round.
Yeah, you gotta get it from the app, man. That shit gotta get crazy.
It from right after B-Dot stop rapping.
Got me up in here rapping with you. But it's cool. I got you covered. I'm talking twin magazines. You gonna have your issue. I got these Desert Ease from New Orleans. I'm talking fresh out the box, brand new pistols. And I'm angry, bitch. So with these double D's, it's about to be mad official. What's bracking with you? You thought we was cool, Rum? Well, that shit dead fast. Either you a scary crip or a bad judge of character. The whole relationship, you've been ignoring the red flags, lead blast. Upon entrance, your eyes gonna light up when the Desi cocked or the gun to your stomach. Steady, are you ready? I open the scene with a belly shot. You really not on my level.
That was hard.
As an author with pen when your chapters bore me. I mean gun line after gun line about the mask in the 40. Why I pop you, put you in the box, then hustle up another casket for shorty. Y'all gonna lie together. Happy ending. I got your plot extended. I just like to add to the story. Y'all niggas snoring. I'm here to open your eyes. I'm supplying the real view. All this time wishing death upon Rum that made me terminally ill. Yeah, I've been dying to kill you. I'm trying to drill you. Like catch you in the whip for real and stand in front, shooting up the hood, letting pistols peel. I knew this was the card he be in. Now he gonna have to fix the grill. I'm sick for real. I knock your whip off a cliff into the ocean. You fall to your doom. You gonna sleep with deficiency for thinking you're autoimmune. What's bothering you? I retire like I just up and quit. That's some other shit. Besides, there's a couple things I want to do before I go. You know, bucket list, rugged shit. I said
That was
that
hard.
right on the plate. Look who's biting next. Sucker shit. You ain't gonna be able to withstand the heat. I think you should cover up a bit. This what happens when they walk a nigga into the sun thinking he blade just to find out he ain't cutting it. I'm running up the Please add a couple racks and I'll get my rhyme on. This is math and science. I'm not sure what this molecule charged, but it can't be what I on. I ride on. 5 shooters in the whip, moving it quick. See you in your circle in 380s blazing. If I send 5 Gs to fuck with your nucleus, it ain't radiation. You carry that's too much science. Please forgive the habit. I mean, under the lab coat, static the whole time. Didn't even know we had it. He like had what? Asymptomatic. This the baddest nigga in the game for the East Coast claim. Or you know, Rum Nitty, son, mad nice. Word up different. Well, this is the West. We expect you to be at your best. We know you gonna turn up missing. You got a blurred up vision. Type to see your homie with a bitch. You wait until they split to make an entrance. You came and swooped this bitch. Now the whole group and clique got civil tension. They ain't gonna spell it out, but they wondering if taking this bitch was your initial interest. I would have canned that. I mean, twisted a cap as soon as I witnessed the little fizzing. That's the difference. And it's that black African power.
Oh, okay. All right. It was the third round when he went into it.
Last out.
It was the third round he went into it, but still, it was still fire.
Nah. That shit was crazy. I remember that whole shit where I was like, this nigga got me feeling like I got bars and a little science lesson at the same time. Like, oh. Niggas out here teaching and giving niggas the fucking bars, like.
Well, not to discredit Rum Nitty, but that was in the beginning of his round. But at the beginning of his round, he had some shit. He definitely had some shit. But I just felt like B-Dot just had more. You know what I mean? Like.
So is this the first time Nitty lost?
No, I don't think so. He lost to John, definitely. Lost to John.
Well, on the app, he's undefeated. On the app, he's undefeated, I believe, on the app.
Right.
Well, let's talk about that basically. Does that count? Does the app count? Is like the new metric they got going on with the horns? I don't like it.
I think it counts for booking.
It basically is just showing reaction. People are reacting, and then like they said too, I could react 30 times off the nigga I like, but it's like if they are reacting 30 times off the nigga they like for Nitty like that much, then they must really like Nitty. Right. You know what I'm saying? What he doing? So nonetheless, it's like if you watching the bars, because even sometimes I get carried away too. When I'm watching certain battles and I want to play with the app, I go dumb too. Like say I'm voting for who I like or who I thought was better, or whatever. So you know. Right. But right now,
all my 30 shits on the first ball. Till I can't. I do that all Cortez battles.
And you don't give no reaction to the opponent.
No, fuck that.
So it's basically it's seeing like who's biased.
Who's favorite? Like who's favorited by the people?
I don't think just who's biased, because it's not. You gotta understand. Everybody got their own ways of voting. So some people might just be going off of biases, but some people might just be really going off the bars. I'm gonna hit the dollar marker when a nigga really say something fire.
But just realistically, it still leaves room for biasness.
Of course, everything is, I feel like, some level of biases.
I think the reactions on the app kind of dictates who they're gonna book again. But I don't think it's 100% honest to the value of a battle rapper. Like I imagine if Averb was to do an app battle, he got a lot of haters. They'll probably say he got 3-0'd even if he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that he's not a troll.
Let me see. Let's go to the URL app for 2 seconds and pull up Averb.
Let's do that.
So let me see. Averb leaderboard. Okay, so far, Rum Nitty is 11 wins with 1 loss, and Geechee is at number 2 with 10 wins and 1 loss, and JC is at number 3, 8 wins and 1 loss.
That's the chart shit that they got?
Yeah, that's the leaderboard.
So wait, who's number 1 you said?
Rum Nitty, 11-1 record.
Gotcha. And who was the 1 loss? Does it show you?
Oh, yeah, I'd have to go look that up. Hold on, let me check this Averb thing out real quick.
Cause that's where that's the last time I looked at it. It looked like he was undefeated. So
Averb has 2 battles, and I think you're right, man. He lost both of them on the app. I believe.
You see what I'm saying? But it's versus who?
Versus DNA. Versus DNA, he has 113,000.72K reactions, and DNA has 157,000. So almost about 40,000 more.
Okay.
Like 40,000 more reactions.
What's the other match?
Him versus the beloved, the one, the only, Loaded Lux.
Right. but arguably to the public, a lot of people were saying Verb got that battle, right?
Yeah, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I remember a lot of people saying it. Because especially in the building, people were saying 3-0 in the building. And you know what I'm saying? I remember that. Definitely.
Right. So what does it mean?
That's what I was saying. Like, this shit might... I don't know. I think what it says to me is like who people on... The people who purchase the app game, who they like the most. Or
let's say I bet on battles, right?
Yeah.
Could I use the app as an accurate dictator of who won? An accurate judge?
I mean, when it comes to like if it's going to be posted on the app, yes. Because it's like that's really all that counts if it's on the app.
All right, just real quick. Who do y'all felt like won Verb between Verb and Lux? Damn, nobody want to say nothing. Nothing.
Nah, hold on, my bad. I had to grab my charger.
Oh, you had to grab it. Did you hear the question? Did you hear the question?
Yeah. I was just gonna say with Loaded Lux and Averb, Lux is up by like 20, almost 20,000.
Well, who do you personally felt like took that?
I felt like Lux took it.
You felt like Lux took it? What rounds?
What rounds do I remember? I think it was, I believe, I think he won first.
I just didn't love that battle.
And I don't really remember. I'm not even gonna lie. I just remember.
He definitely didn't win the third. I'm gonna tell you that. He definitely didn't win the third. Definitely did not win the third.
I think it could have been first. It could have been first and second. Maybe I think.
The first and the third for me are the non-debatable rounds. First goes to Lux. Third goes to Verb. Second round is where
second is this where
the winner's at. Right. Fit. How did you call it?
I really didn't like I didn't love the battle.
You watched it once.
Yeah, I watched it once.
Okay.
Like I watched it. I'm like, all right, cool. But I usually love Lux and like every battle he does. So I always go, every battle he does, I usually think he won. But in that situation, I was just like, it just seemed like they were just talking too much. Like, I know they was barring, I know they was doing their thing, but it was like it seemed like an argument between like two older dudes.
It did kind of shit. But it is an argument between two older dudes. Like, it really is.
It is.
It really is.
I don't know. They're both like really high in my top 10, but I did watch it once, so I probably can give like a great review on it, because in my head I'm thinking, damn, what are the biggest bars that stood out? And off the back, I can't really think of one.
Off the back, you can't think of one?
Nah. If I watched it again, I'll be like, oh, I love this. But like, can anyone like name a bar that was like, all right, this was it?
The Distill.
Which
the
one?
Distill bar.
From Verb?
Like something, you probably drink your water Distill. I still walk in and
I ain't gonna front. That was one of the best rounds.
Yeah,
versus that joint, I remember.
Yeah,
that was hard.
That was hard. All right, so.
Oh, but you also think Verb? You thought Verb beat DNA too, right? I
like the Verb's rounds better.
Okay.
Than DNA's, and it was call it a sympathetic kind of vote where I noticed the whole room was rooting for DNA. Pretty much. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how it be in small rooms, though. They got their crew with them. It was the whole NWX there. So
look, if you NWX, one, if you're doing a volume, you in Florida, Don Marino, everybody coming down with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing. Like, yo, have your crew with you. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. Phone tripping. Have your crew with you. There's nothing wrong with that. But in a small room setting, for it to be that biased to where when he got to the showtime, nobody said the showtime. Right. Everybody knows what's coming next. But nobody said it. That was like, damn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I was there for that shit. That shit was crazy.
Right. When you saw that, what did you think?
You gotta understand that at that moment in the building, it feels like this. This is what it feels like, and this is for me seeing everybody walking around saying, "Oh yeah, this nigga Verb talking some bullshit. He dead. Yeah, they killing this nigga. It's a rap." You know what I mean? Niggas like, yo, and niggas damn near even not even watching the battle no more, just kind of just walking away like it's a rap. Like this shit done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm even like, yo, oh man, this shit is bad for Verb right now. And when niggas ain't say the showtime, I was like, oh nah, this is OD. Nigga DMA got the building.
Yo, y'all, I'm trying to get back into the damn room. There we go.
Showtime. So is showtime.
A rider.
Right. So when you see something like that, it's like
that shit well, man. He handles that shit well.
He does. And it kind of worked in his favor because it allowed me to hear his rounds clearer. So I liked the way he would say, I like the way he put it together. I'm always gonna like the person that's gonna tell the story rather than, you know, the bar. You know what I mean? Like that's just my personal preference because I feel like you saying something. If I was to play this battle in front of somebody who don't necessarily understand battle rap, they're gonna lean towards the person that's being more direct. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or a person that got more conviction too.
Right. So,
but you know, everybody got different ways of judging battles. Cause I know niggas that's all they care about is bars. That's it.
Yeah. And I honestly think, I mean, maybe this is an unfair statement, but I always felt like it was like the newer people, like the newer fans are the ones who just are addicted to like that.
Bars?
Yeah, I mean, I can't just say bars in general because not bars,
nah,
but like the punches, you know, just like the
I feel you.
Associations and, you know, the stuff that you can actually pretty much learn, to be honest. Because if you simply just break down things, you can come up with bars that way, right? Like, you know, because if you look at a Coca-Cola can and say, all right, Coca-Cola, red can, all right, the can, leave you red. Like, you can learn that.
Yeah,
you know
can
what I mean?
learn how to do that.
Right.
But you can't learn how to put together a whole structure of an argument that will last the test of time.
Right. I feel like it takes more to do that. Like, it takes some kind of skill for you to be able to. It's like kind of like writing an essay opposed to just writing a quote. Like, it's easy to just quote, you know, make a quote, but to write a whole essay that people are drawn to and keeps their focus, that's hard.
Right. And that's kind of why I felt Averb's rounds. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
But I will say it's important because without it, you could lose a whole crowd. Because like if you're not punching at all, and you know you're going against someone who's just punching,
right?
You can lose a crowd really quick.
I'd say the best case in point for that is Calico versus Twerk. Calico's rounds, though it was put together well, it was well written, because of the lack of punches or lack of things that hit like, it was like dog, it look like you getting smoked out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. But he also choked. That didn't help.
That's true.
He choked and rewinded the entire round.
No, he recycled some shit too.
Yeah, because he's going like he started from the beginning of the verse, like he ran the track back.
Right.
Like, I was like, what the fuck? So that didn't help.
You could tell he writes to a beat. That's why he does that.
Some people do that. Do you do that, Math? It's hard. I don't do that.
Some battles
I can write to beats, but
I don't want to give the jewels away. I don't want to give the jewels away.
The master preparations.
But I'm
master preparation.
But just keeping it 100, there has to be a part of your round that has a rhythm to it. The best part to do that is the ending.
You can get that without a beat.
Yeah, but on a beat, it's kind of like people can. If I could do this while you rapping a cappella, then I'm following the rhythm. You know what I mean?
I feel like B Magic rap like that. B Magic, every time I hear him, it's always sound like he rapping.
Right, it sounds like it's on the beat, but he does that the whole round. I don't suggest in battle rap you don't gotta do that the whole round. However, if you do, like, let me see the battles that I wrote on beat. Marv 1, partially hollow battle. What else? The B Magic joint. What else that I remember specifically writing these bars to the beat? I say Marv 1 particularly because I kind of made a point to write that whole thing to a beat, but I restructured the beginnings of my rounds so it wasn't the same tempo. But eventually I get to a tempo. You dig what I'm saying? And when you write to a beat, right, you kind of follow the same rhyme pattern, and it just sounds better to me.
Yeah, man, I like that. I like that, consistent flow.
But when you get to that point in your round where everybody's like, "Oh, turn up," when you turn up and you go into like some shit to sound like it could be on a beat, they go crazy.
Yeah,
they go nuts.
I agree.
Well, I be calling that the Jedi mind trick. You hit them with a crazy flow, and they just lost in your flow, and they're like, "Oh,
right.
Yo, you could have said, I'm idiom, I'm illy. Oh, like,
you know who does that? You know who does that a lot?
Jedi mind tricks, man.
Hollow does that.
What, the Jedi mind trick?
I hold it for loaded, blah 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 blah. I open and close it. You'd be like, "What did he just say?" But it was fire.
But it gets him every time.
Right, exactly. So it's tricks to the trade and all that, and his preferences. So battle rap is one of the hardest things to judge, but I feel like we need to get to that point where we judging these things because somebody could win just clearly off popularity.
I'm a judge.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. So
go ahead. I was saying, before we talk about
it, are you judging in person? Or is you watching videos and you gotta rate them?
Nah, I'm supposed to, it's a competition, a tournament. Your ultimate madness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's 16 guys competing for $15,000. And then also a big, you know what I'm saying? So it's real sick, gunpowder pad, you know what I'm saying? ASAP Mean, Bad News.
What's up with No Bars?
No Bars, he chilling. He's still out here.
He didn't try to get in that?
He can't get in that. That's a little bit more like niggas that kind of really done put in some URL work. No Bars never even got a PG. He has to go through the Crucible to get in now. You see the new rules and the new laws now.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. There's like one or two dudes that I've seen on this Crucible thing. The rest of them, I don't know if it's for you, fam. I don't know if it's for you. That's just me being honest.
What do you mean?
I don't know if it's for you, huh?
You don't know if it's for who?
Some of the Crucible videos that I saw.
Oh, yeah.
There was one dude that was with who was he with in Philly? Ines, the dude that was with Ines.
Okay.
He's nice. I liked him. He's nice. I forget his name. Pardon me for forgetting his name. But there was a couple other ones that I saw, and I was like, it was like people rapping like they got a battle rap for dummies handbook. You know what I mean? And I was like,
so was they whack?
Yes, to me they was whack. It was that breaking down the bar and then the word. It was like, this is my first time seeing you.
Now, son.
This is my first time seeing you, and you doing something that everybody does that I don't like. So I'm like, yo, I don't. Ain't nothing special there. Ain't nothing special there. You know what I mean?
I had a conversation with Lex Luthor.
Just like growing up watching y'all, be they growing up watching this, and they like, oh, this is how you do it. So this is, I'm telling you, man, like this is crazy.
I was talking to Lex Luthor earlier today or whatever. He's a scout, you know what I'm saying, for the URL joint, for the Crucible or whatever. And he was like, I think he got like 2 or 3 picks, and he said he picked somebody that's like, you know, like that's on television and everything that's gonna be trying out for the show. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see
someone on television.
Yeah, somebody on television and all that who's been successful. And they gonna do the Crucible because they want to get in the competition to see what it's about, to see if they could, you know, be one of the stars of URL.
Who is it? Knowledge?
I forgot the person's name, man.
Right,
I'm the worst.
You forgot his name?
I forgot his name. I ain't gonna lie.
Someone on television.
Yeah, but you know, it's because I don't know the person that well, but I'm sure because the way Lex said it, it was like, yo, this nigga's lit, man. Like everybody knows it, and I'm like.
Everybody knows who it is?
Get it. I'm sure. Who knows?
Is it the Verizon guy? Like who the fuck?
Somebody on television.
It's just somebody on television.
No. It's somebody who's a performer. I'm mad I brought it up without, you know, remembering exactly. You know what I'm saying? But you know what
I'm so excited now, Knowledge. I'm so excited for whoever this person is.
Exactly. So this is what the Crucible is bringing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I don't know. I think
it's bringing confusion.
But I mean, we know.
At least, what I could say, at least it would give opportunity, you know, for people who don't have connections that might be good to kind of get some light. So that's good because, you know, from what I knew, like, you know, the PGs and stuff like that, I mean, somebody had to bring you to that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't like, it didn't look like they was on YouTube scouting for people. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was more so like, yo, this my man, he's dope or some shit like that. So at least now people have like access and, you know, so I think
well, here's a question, because we haven't done a show since all this stuff popped off. Do you feel like the talent at URL over time is gonna suffer with the absence of Norbs?
I don't believe so too much because I feel like it's gonna be a lot. Like URL has been kind of like created with all the help they've gotten and everything. Created like the format where talent is going to come there willingly. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like y'all gotta be crazy if y'all can't see who's doing it. So them putting the show the way it is kind of like opening the door for us to see the process.
But for the record, Knowledge, they're not taking any talent that's been on another stage, right?
What do you? Nah, I think they're taking anybody who the scouts pick. You know what I'm saying? So you could have been anywhere, but that's just the way to, you know, I think get in. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't they release a statement saying we're not taking talent from no other leagues?
Yeah, they talking about as far as passing through the Crucible, like there's no other way besides the Crucible to get on. So if you did come from somewhere else and you got your name up, you still gotta go through the Crucible just to get in to this situation. That's what that means. So
and
just because you live,
not the PGs, but from the Crucible you go to what? Where do you go?
No, and then that's when if you pass all those tests of being judged and everything, and you win your battles and you
so
advance.
It's gonna be one person.
Yeah, it's only one person, so you gotta go through. I guess it's 20. I believe it's like 20 each. I think it's 10 scouts, and each of them gets 11 choices. So it's gonna be 22 contestants from each city, and it's 6 cities. So you know what I mean.
So
that's
like
wait a minute. 120.
Is Nightwing in the Crucible?
No.
That's another tournament.
That's the tournament that I'm judging. That's different from the Crucible.
Right.
So
the Crucible is the new process of getting into the URL. That's like the new way that you could get into becoming a URL star.
So do you go from the Crucible to getting a check?
If you win, yes, you automatically get a check. Whoever wins gets a check, and they get a big battle.
So what if you and the last dude have a great back and forth, but they just slightly edge it to him? Does that mean that you're out?
That means that maybe they could do something side with you. Yo, you actually a dope talent. We still want you here, even though you didn't win the. You know what I mean? You might have won a spot or a home here at the URL where we could book you for other events, like a Born Legacy or All This or a Survivor Series or some new shit that they create. You know what I'm saying?
So it's basically like UFF through your phone?
It's like a show. Yeah, it's like a show. It's like a show for the app that's basically showing you how they get their new talent. So basically, if there was a Twerk would have to go through all of them niggas to be that nigga to basically move on, or at least put enough work and be seen. And they like, nah, even though he didn't win, we still want him here because he got dope talent. Or he went viral. You know what I'm saying? Even though he ain't win, but he went mad viral. You know how certain reality shows be? He might not be the nigga that lasts the longest.
It's like the challenge.
Yeah.
It's like MTV The Challenge. You got fucking
The challenge or American Idol or one of those type of shows where you compete, and even if you don't win, like you can still fuck around and get a deal. Somebody, you know what I'm saying?
But is it a deal on URL or is it a deal with another league?
I mean, it's definitely going to probably be a deal on URL because they're going to be the first ones to vet you. But even if URL don't see your talent, it's still going to be exposure to. Still, somebody might want to be interested. That's still, dealing or doing something. You feel me? It'll still open that door.
Now, this is my question. Am I low? Y'all can hear me clear, right?
I can hear you.
I hear you clearly. Yeah.
Right. Well, here's my question. Do they have to sign a contract to enter the Crucible?
I didn't ask that.
So it's like once you're in the Crucible, that's it. You can't
maybe because it's like a show, so you got to think about it. Maybe it's some type of
fulfill that, because it would suck, right? I guess if they have somebody in the Crucible and then they battling somewhere else, right?
I mean, I think if you're like a real good talent, because you gotta understand, I don't think everyone's gonna be good. That's 22 rappers from each city, 6 different cities, and
it's judged by
battlers.
So they battle each other, right?
Yeah, like the first round maybe would be like, this is this person, Bobby Boucher, this battler right here, and he gives you a round. You know what I'm saying? And then this is the other person, and they might have just 2 rounds. He raps, and then he raps, and he raps, and he raps. And let's just say it's Matt Hoffa, Misfit, and Cortez there, and y'all the judges. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, yo, you was good, you was dope, but some was a little better. Like he had this, that, and the third more. And we thought you was that nigga in the first round, but homie second, the way he came, he and then that's how people advance. And the other nigga be like, man, damn, Matt ain't really see the truth in me. He could have held me down or whatever. And then it's like the next show, the other person, and then the challenges change. You might just have to just drop a 4-minute round for the judges, and they'll judge you off of that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So there's going to be different little things.
There's 3 rounds.
It's good because, I think it does, now that you explain it like how it's like a show pretty much, it's more content for the app.
Yeah, basically.
It gives them a lot more content. Even though the PGs was content, but now it's more entertaining because, like, if you start to root for somebody, now you got people watching the next episode, basically.
Exactly. Like, yo, now I want my
see,
people to make it, this, that, and the third.
Right. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So I think, but I'm just, because now the classes of classes are gonna be different. What PG class was this class, and the last PG class was the final PG class.
Wait, yeah, you can't really say PG no more, right?
I mean, it's no more PGs. No more Norbs, no more PGs, man.
Well, it's no more PGs with URL.
You had asked about Norbs and like, would it make a difference? What do you think?
Well, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of talent on the URL stage right now that Norbs pretty much chose. Even though they might have came from another league where they was cooking at, either way, he was the one who gave the stamp of approval. Like, even if somebody came to him and was like, yo, my man is nice, hear him out. They still had to go through Norbs to get the stamp. Like, yeah, get on the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think,
gotcha.
I don't know. I got to wait to see what's going to happen. I think Lex Luthor, what he has at Odd Battle, he has some great talent over there. There's been a couple people specifically that I asked about because I went through to a live event and I saw him. I was like, yo, son is fire. What's up with him? Like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? So I'm waiting to see. I want to see how it goes. I'm not now. Don't get us wrong. Lex Luthor is not the only person choosing talent. So if you see something you don't like, don't hit up Lex and be like, "Yo, you're terrible. Bring back."
No. It's 10 scouts. It's 10 scouts. You know what I'm saying? Troy Martin. We got Troy Martin. Y'all know. Yeah.
For how many people?
But each talent gets to pick 2 to 3 people max.
Each scout. Right?
Each scout is picking 2 to 3 people?
Yeah, the most they could pick is really 2, but for certain exceptions, that they're willing to make a third pick. But
so it's going to be like 30 niggas in this shit?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be a certain amount. Maybe they could add somebody and then see who they can probably weed out, because it's still going to be, I think, 22. And at the end of the show, only 6 are going to survive from each city. And it's 6 cities.
It's 6 cities.
So they're going to do New York, I believe, Houston, LA, Chicago, Florida, something like that. I don't remember. I might have some of the states wrong. But it's going to be like, different regions around the United States. And from basically all over. And all the surrounding cities. So all those different places get to compete and just, bring their talent from all those places. And I think the scouts also have incentive to have the best talent. So whoever scout brings the best talent in, I don't know what kind of incentives that they get, but I know they're incentivized to compete and get the best talent out there. So,
is there anybody in the Crucible that we have heard about before?
Some of the names that Lex was telling me, I never really heard of them. So, you know what I mean? So I'm interested to see what those guys look like. I'm gonna go do some research on them.
But it's basically going to be guys from our battle, right?
He said some people that never even battled before.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, there's going to be some people that never battled before, too.
So are all the scouts like league owners?
Nah, there's some of battlers. You know what I'm saying? I believe KG the Poet might be a scout, too. I believe he's definitely a scout, actually. KG the Poet. And, he's been running the URL West.
He hasn't battled in like 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, but he's been running like the URL West type of things, and he's been curating a lot of battles and things like that, finding out guys and putting certain guys, you know what I'm saying, in position. So he was the link for URL out there. So, you know what I mean? He, I'm sure, got an eye for, or at least, people that he knows that could, use this opportunity that got dope talent. So at the end of the day, though, I think people gonna get weeded out by how good they are, regardless. And I feel like they putting the battlers, top tiers or whoever in the driver's seat to make the decisions on who's the next people to come. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work exactly, but how would y'all, how do y'all feel about that? You guys being the judges. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to see the list of judges. I'm good with you, Knowledge. I'm good with you, but I gotta see the rest of the judges.
No. I'm talking about for the Crucible. As far as the battlers would be the judges. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, the battlers would be the ones who's judging. Yo, you can stay or nah. I get him. I choose him over you. You guys
What
would be like,
battles?
I remember for New York, I heard it was supposed to be Clips, DNA, and Surf. So they would be the three judges for New York.
I missed the first one. Who was the first one?
Clips,
Clips.
DNA, and Sue Surf.
Got you.
Okay.
So if you're a new person who never rapped before, you have to impress those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Right. I mean, that's dope. Before I forget, what is the incentive for
The winner.
the recruiters?
Or the recruiters.
Oh, the recruit? Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know exactly. I don't know if they get, because they said if the recruiters that do bad won't be there again next year type shit.
What?
I did hear that. Maybe that's the incentive. If you ain't on your job, nigga, don't expect to be a recruiter next season. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to definitely be a seasonal thing, so every year they're going to be doing it.
Yo, it would be ill if the recruiters put everybody they pick under management contracts.
They should.
Sure, right?
Listen, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Why you always thinking about shit like that, dog? Nah, I'm fucking with you.
No, I mean that makes.
Nah, I'm just being stupid.
Got you.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean,
When does this start? When does this start?
Well, it's supposed to start in April, but due to the carnivorous corona, you know what I'm saying? That put a hold on a lot of things.
This supposed to be a live event.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like judges.
The videos I've been seeing is pretty much the battlers sending them to the recruiters and the recruiters.
Yeah, it's like audition tapes. All of those are audition tapes.
Gotcha.
So, I seen a couple of people that's kind of been had PGs though, because they're saying guys who really have PGs don't really need to be doing this like that. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Like if you've done PGs or you're already in a good deal, there's no reason to really be trying to do one. There's really about seeking new talent. You guys are already new here. You guys already have your shot, and some people are already familiar with your job. But even when they do it, they still get more attention. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, because people are like, okay, you're already kind of known.
So some of the PGs are doing the Crucible.
I don't know if they've been selected, but I know these are just audition tapes flying around. So these it could just be. That don't mean that they're officially in the contest. It's just them showing that I deserve to be type shit.
Gotcha.
I feel like with the statement that Norbs made the other day, he wants to compete with the Crucible.
Well, from the last message.
No, that's what I got from it. Like hollering at leagues or still wanting to be involved. I feel like the Crucible was created by somebody who kind of wanted Norb's spot. So Norbs wants to kind of like prove himself. Like, okay, I might be a dirty scumbag for going in my man's baby mom's DMs, but I could pick talent better than anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, he did. He did name a lot of the battle rappers that he put on, and I was kind of impressed with the resume he had.
Yeah.
So shout out to Norbs for that for sure. But do you think? I feel like it would be a threat to URL only if he had the influence to take those battle rappers away from that situation. But because that's just not there, I don't think losing Norbs is gonna hurt them at all because he already did the work. You know what I mean?
And that's kind of the point I was making earlier too, Fit. Yeah, I feel like it's already established. They got it's not like they haven't been putting in events that's not all with Norbs or whatever. They've been doing a lot of stuff. They got other teams that put together events, all of that too. So I feel like they kind of got something in place that was working. So if they were to separate, they still know exactly, keep going.
Battle rap has been around for a long time, but the business of battle rap has not. I think that this is an eye opener to anybody who starts up like a PG situation, or you got your own league and you got some talent on there and they have aspirations to go to a bigger league or whatever. I think Norbs would have been, his best play would have been everybody that came through the PGs was under a management contract with him. That's the only way you can protect yourself from a situation where people say, okay, we know what you was doing. We don't need you no more. Bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much the only way you can protect yourself.
Like that's how I feel. Like I was telling you the other day, I'd rather have a management company before I have a battle league. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the Rock Nation of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's see if we could get some people that's trying out for the Crucible just to chime in and see like where their heads are at, like as far as like what are they walking into.
I'm pretty sure that that's being established by URL, if not already has been established. Like once you step foot in the Crucible, I'm pretty sure there's some attachment there because they want to own their rappers. Not own, maybe that's a bad word, but they want.
No, but it's the accurate word.
They want to keep them in-house. So the only way that makes sense is when they come in the Crucible is to say, here, sign the dotted line. You're mine forever. So if anyone likes you, this is your home.
But that's kind of a conflict. That's kind of a conflict of interest.
Well, it's more like a label situation. Like you sign into this label.
Right, but even labels accept like you got a manager, you got somebody overseeing your business.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? In this particular situation, a league can't be your manager and your like your home, like where you gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of a conflict because they can't advise you against the bad business or a situation that might not be the best for you.
Correct.
I don't think they would. I mean, I haven't seen the contract, but I wouldn't think that they would do that initially, though. Like, well, it wouldn't make sense to me to really sign a bunch of people or try to get.
They have to.
Well, I don't think they would sign them though. They might have certain things like as far as while they're doing the competition, but if they haven't been chosen or if they haven't made it to a certain. Why would you even want to keep those people in that type of situation anyway?
No, it has to be like a letter of intent. Like something like that. Like, look, you know, if they're not doing it already, they probably do it now. But they should, because they should definitely have a letter of intent. Like, hey, I intend on being a part of this league. Right. So, in the event that I blow up overnight, because it's possible.
Okay, I guess.
You blow up overnight, and they pick up and say, you know what? I'm starting my own battle league. You know. I feel like more and more that's where this is headed. It's more like,
right.
But I feel like that's the biggest reason for the Crucible.
Okay, but
to get new talent and to keep them in-house and build them up.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Business-wise, definitely too.
I mean,
but we're in a new era.
And with all the events and things, how they have played out. From beginning to end, I just feel like that's definitely the path. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely the path that at this point everybody should be on, because I feel like, I personally believe that, URL's biggest thing is they want to remain the most respected. They want to remain the best league and kind of X everybody else out, B. You know what I mean? So the best way to do that,
I got no problems with that. I think that's anybody's moniker if you really want to succeed. However, I've never heard of the NBA being an agent, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just okay, you're a part of the NBA, but they don't manage you. I don't think that should conflict. You know what I'm saying? And I think it is any of the recruiters who saw what just went down with Norbs, not to say like it all depends on whether you holler at baby mamas or not. It's not that. It's like protect yourself. What happens when you pick the best talent and one day somebody says, all right, we don't need you, we got the talent? Because people that Norb's picked is still going to be battling for URL, right?
Right, which also, like the question, I don't know if Norb's told anybody this, but did Norb's leave empty-handed?
That's a question. That's a question. That is a question.
That's trash. That's
Find
crazy.
out.
That's
Next
crazy.
time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll find out.
Nah, that's crazy, but that's another testament to like when your business ain't right, your life can crash right in front of you. Like,
and then what?
Literally, if that's all Norbs was doing, I don't know, I don't know his personal life. I don't know if he had a job. I don't know if he had a 9-to-5. What if that was the only thing he ever had to get revenue, and then from one day to the next, boom,
it's over.
It's done. And you have nothing to show for it, literally. Like, nothing to show for it, like, as far as accolades and shit, because we know what he's done for the culture.
Nothing
as far
tangible.
As like a piece of the company or anything that you help build.
Or even a piece of the talent that you brought to the table.
Right. So, I mean, I just feel like nobody thinks about these things when they get in it in the beginning. And I feel most of the time people function on, just somebody's word.
Part of the
or
team.
Just good faith.
Loyalty. Good faith.
But it's not about good faith.
It's not realistic. It's not realistic, right?
It's not good faith.
I think in some cases it depends on the morality of the person that you're dealing with, what they're willing to show you, and on what you're willing to ask for. You dig what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Because, like, hear me out. So, like, morality, right? People have morals, and like you could even trust somebody. Like, I could be like, yo, I trust you, and I think you're great, but it's just too many things that can go wrong. It's just too many things. Like, you could have a personal dispute that has nothing to do with business. You could fucking be in a club drunk as hell, meet a girl, ends up being somebody's baby mom's, and you wouldn't even know it. Not to say
shots.
No.
Shots.
It's fucked up because it sounded that way. But it like literally like it could be anything, like just he said, she said, or people that just try to come in between something.
Right.
At times, I would like to think that you can run business in good faith, but just based on the evidence that I've seen over time, especially with like the music business and how people are family, like people's blood family have shitted on them in business. Like people's father was their manager and they fathered them, robbed them. Like, bro, you can't trust your pops.
That's crazy.
It's over.
That's crazy.
But, it is what it is. I guess I feel like, in battle rap, it's starting to be not really about, I don't know if it's not really about the money to me anymore. Like, not me personally, but to the people, like everyone who's doing the Crucible does not care about bread to me. I think they just want to be URL stars.
That's it.
I think that's what, because it's really, they want that life. They want to be on the main stage and you know what I mean? Who doesn't at one time or the other? If you're, a lot of people say if it's not on URL, it don't count.
Right. But as a battler who's been battling for over 10 years, would you advise against that?
Against what?
Just wanting to be on a stage?
A star?
Yeah.
Well,
and not even thinking about the business side of it.
Well, yeah, I would definitely advise against that. With the evidence that's been, just looking at the last situation with Norbs, like, look, like business is not always pretty, but it needs to be a discussion. You know what I mean?
Right.
you have to know the facts. But unfortunately, like I said, business, I don't think is people's prime idea when they're trying to battle rap. Even myself, when I first started battle rapping, business, granted, I was a lot younger, but business was not my first thought. My first thought was like, yo, this shit looks fun. This shit looks exciting. Like, and I write music all day long. Like, this is easy to come up with fucking 1 minute rounds to shit on your. This is shit I used to do on the block. What?
Right.
And then it was going viral. It was hitting World Star, and at the time, World Star was like the biggest fucking. As soon as you're on World Star, everybody knows you. So it felt like, a good way to get famous solely on your raw talent, right?
Right.
And so that was my initial thought. But then, eventually it's like, okay, I see the money it's bringing in. You know what I'm saying? I see the fans is bringing in. I see all these opportunities to be successful. You
Right.
watch it grow right in front of you, from people battling in small barbershops to fucking selling out concerts where rappers have full performances. All right, cool. There's some money in this shit. All right, business matters now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is no longer let's rap and have a good time. There's profits made, and there's people's lives are changing, like life-changing money. So it's like, hey, if I'm contributing to that, then it's only right and it's only fair that we all get our share. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's real.
Well,
that's real, man.
But shout out to the Crucible. I think that seems pretty
shout out to
dope.
the Crucible. Shout out to all the talent.
Yes. So good luck.
I will say, I understand what it's like to want something, but don't blind yourself. Walk into these situations knowing exactly what it is, and protect yourself. Because the same way that can happen to somebody that chooses talent, it can happen to the talent too. You could be the best guy on the Crucible, and then something happened, and then what? Feel what I'm saying?
Keep your options open.
Keep your options open. All right. This is not an official episode. This is just us catching up until we solve these issues with YouTube. Which should be solved very, very soon. We're gonna start dropping full episodes again.
Yeah, man. Well, I call this episode one of the crews. Just the crew right here.
Just the crew. Yeah, I like these. I like these. You know what I'm saying? I like these.
Yeah. So we give them crew episodes and shit. So just in case you don't got a guest, you just let them know what's going on for my expert opinion.
And if you have signed up for the Crucible, if you're one of the talents that's gonna be on the Crucible, holler at us, man. We want to see what your mind is like. We want to see if we can get you guys some promotion.
And some bars too. Bring some of your bars too, man.
Yeah, bring some bars. Yeah. Let's get a cipher going.
Yeah.
What's up, Fit?
You could already get judged right here. We got Misfit. You know what I'm saying? We got Matt Hoffa. And y'all know I'm an official judge of the URL.
Let's get it.
Ultimate Madness. So let's do it. Bring y'all bars, man. Yeah, you already know.
Any closing statements?
Just follow me at Knowledge of God, Hip Hop is Real. Y'all know what it is, man. Show love, subscribe to my channel as well. And, appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man.
Fit. Turn your mic on.
Yeah, your mic's off, Fit. You're on mute.
You like it?
No. I was just gonna do the sign language session that I had cooked up, but it's all right. We'll do that next episode. Yes, subscribe to my channel, Miss.Fit. Y'all make sure y'all catch the latest and the greatest. My dumb advice, but follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Miss.Fit.
Yo, real quick.
Yeah.
Lesbians for Dummies.
Yo, it's great.
I saw that too.
It's a great episode. So
But explain to me why you made this. Explain to me why you made that.
I'll tell you right now. Because it's a lot of misconceptions about lesbians that kind of float around.
Was it DMs?
Shut the fuck up. Yo.
I gotta ask.
Just a lot. Just like DMs too. Like people ask questions. People ask questions all the time. But also, like even just watching shit on YouTube, like people say the wildest shit. In my comments, people say the wildest shit.
Right.
It's just a lot of stuff. Like,
what's an
like
example of some of the wildest shit?
Well, some of the things I spoke about in the episode was, how like the automatic assumption to like a lesbian in my caliber, like a aggressive female, right? They'll be like, "Oh, you want to be a dude, my nigga? Like, why you want to be a dude so bad?" And that's a big misconception, right? Because I think I actually get less bitches if I was a guy. So it's like being a girl gets me double the pussy. Double. Just because they feel more comfortable to fuck me and not feel like a hoe.
What?
That's a fact. Girls will be like, you're a girl, so it don't count.
Wait. So let me get it straight. It's kind of like an outside thing where nothing actually kind of so you good. Like this counts as like half a body?
Nah, because they feel more
they
just feel more comfortable in a sense. It's like you don't have nothing that I don't have. It's like being in a girl's gym naked.
But isn't
nobody
that
cares because it's all girls.
So what if like there's no vagina envy where it's like a girl with a fat
vagina envy.
No, I'm saying a girl with a fat joint. You know what I mean? She might feel like it's too fat. I don't. You got a skinny one. I don't know. I'm just asking. I might have to go watch. I gotta go watch the blog myself because I need to be educated on these things.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people just don't know. It could be people just not knowing, or you know what I'm saying. Like I just feel like I've dealt with it for damn near my whole life. You know what I mean? Like the reason a lesbian is called a lesbian is because they're a girl who likes a girl. So for someone to say I want to be a guy doesn't make sense because that would make me want to be heterosexual in some shape or form. So if I wanted to be a guy,
you kind of wanna do the same thing that a guy would do with a girl.
That's what that would mean.
A person who would be considered that would be like a butch, right? Like a chick who wants to try to look like a dude.
One thing, butch is not the appropriate vernacular.
Okay.
Even I knew that knowledge.
You see?
Even I knew that.
Okay, I guess you know what? I watch too much old school movies.
Right.
To me, that's the word they use.
This is so important, man. This is why this is so important.
Any words with a B, a T, and a CH in it, women don't like those words. Women don't like those. They don't like the setup. They don't like the setup.
Who came up with this shit?
So look. Let me break it down. So a girl, I did. Listen to me. Trust me. A girl like me, a better word for, if you want to supplement the word butch, dyke, things like that, you can use words like an AG, right? I would consider myself an AG. That's what the LGBT community would call a girl like me. That's an aggressive female, the aggressor.
But why do you have to be aggressive? Because I don't feel like you. I feel like when you drink, you get aggressive. But I don't feel like you just aggressive all day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
women be aggressive though. Period though.
An aggressive
women out there.
Aggressive.
Well,
it just sounds like y'all growling all day, like I'm just aggressive.
No, but there's different words for it. So it's more like aggressor, not aggressive, right? So it's like if you ever see my girlfriend, you would know that you would say, "Who's the aggressor?" Who would you go to?
But I can't. Me personally, knowing women, that don't dictate who the aggressor is for me.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. Because I'm still looking at the word aggressor and aggression. And like, I wouldn't, I know some females that's not even, you know what I'm saying? But they're very aggressive females.
Yeah,
So it's like,
but that's the
but they,
thing.
yeah.
So there's girls who dress like girls, right? Like say like if it was a girl who dressed like a girl and she was aggressive, she'd be considered a femaggress.
I don't like that word. I don't know why y'all like that word. The whole aggressive thing. It makes me think about court. Who is the aggressor in this situation?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but all right, so that would be femaggress. Also, a girl like me, they would call a stud. This is
stud.
A stud, right?
So why do you like that word? Because a stud is basically a male horse that do a lot of fucking.
It's less frowned upon than the word dyke, and I just think most of the time because dyke is used in a negative manner.
But it all right. So now
you can use it all in a negative manner.
I'm confused,
right?
Because stud is a male horse with a big old Johnson that's just knocking up all the horses, right? But a dike is actually a river passway where there's wetness. I don't get it, bro.
Dyke might be better.
No.
As far as
a stud. What do you usually call for a long time the word stud was used in reference to a good-looking person, like a good-looking guy would be
right,
a stud.
But even then, isn't it kind of like
the correlation for a guy to be feel like for a guy to be kind of like portrayed as a stud, and he probably feel good about it. Yeah, I am a horse with a big thing that's smashing all the things. Yeah,
right.
So why bitches can't have a big thing and fucking bitches? Cause I got a couple big things.
But you told me you don't like the. See, I'm confused, my nigga. I'm confused.
See, look, because all right, don't be confused. Because I don't want, right?
Right. You don't like. You said you might do it on special occasions, but you don't. You prefer just girl. Just let's do some girl stuff.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So then I can't call you a stud.
No,
I can't call you a stud because you.
That's not true. I mean, I guess you can have your opinion. That's great. I'm just telling you the words that I used often in my community that are not considered bad.
Why I was gonna ask, you got your mute button on, but I was gonna ask, why is butch bad? Just to,
Cause I don't know. I get some people still refer to themselves as butches. I just think it's a very old word that was used.
Okay.
A long time
butch
ago.
just sound like a hillbilly that people don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like
it was.
It's like if you call a black person a Negro. Like, hey, you're a Negro.
Right.
Yo,
I guess.
Negro sounds too crazy, though.
It's just an old word that people used to use in a negative way. It's crazy because some people are oblivious to it, too, because I've seen somebody be like, yo,
nah, because I was when I said it.
The butch that you be with, like, what? What are you saying? Like, I don't be with butches.
She's not a butch, she's a stud. Horse with a big old dick.
Shut up. Right? But man, stop it, because we can say that about a lot of words that y'all use to reference each other.
Look,
like my nigga, come on, bro. You're not using it in the manner that technically other dickheads use it as. So you can definitely take a word and uplift it. We've seen that many times.
Yes.
So
okay,
we've
all right.
uplifted
so
it.
Just say that's what you're doing. So that's what you're doing. You're taking a word that
it's uplifted.
Kind of belong to men, and you kind of like convert it.
Well, that's kind of what we did to the women, right?
Hey, so it makes sense now. Now this makes sense to me. Funny as it sounds, this makes sense to me, son. More than all the other stuff. That's all right, cool. I'm cool with that. All right,
no, but to the people who actually like, I want to get this message across. It's like, don't assume that a lesbian wants to be a guy because there's actually a word for that. It's called transgender. There are women who want to be men and
Right.
they're transgender. There are
Right.
people who are in a woman's body and feel like this ain't it. I want to be a guy,
Right.
and they do that shit. Like for
Okay.
they go do that.
But let me ask you, in particularly yourself.
Right.
I've brought this up to you a couple times, and you've adamantly told me, no, dresses are out.
Well, yeah, because I don't really feel comfortable in a dress.
The reason being?
Well, because I never really felt comfortable in dresses. Like, even when I was little, I just preferred, like, to be, like, I preferred to be more comfortable. Like, it always felt like not really my style.
Right.
Like, when I was little, I used to climb gates and shit. In no way I was climbing a gate with a dress on.
What? That's not true. You
Like,
could have, but
I could have, but it was uncomfortable, and it was.
It definitely would have been uncomfortable. Definitely.
Right. So yeah, I always kind of like like to wear
Have you have pictures wearing dresses?
Yeah, for sure.
But like you're like 5 or something, right? You're not like grown, like.
I think the oldest that you would catch a picture of me in a dress is 15.
I want to see that. Can I see it? I want to see it. I'm just curious about it. Just curious about it.
I think I've posted it before.
When?
I have.
They're going to send me on a 10-year mission down her Instagram timeline.
Not like I feel like I've posted it at some point in my life. But yeah, I don't have a problem. I'll show it to you. I told you I was a bad bitch. I had niggas at the door. Like
okay.
I was doing my thing.
Mexico.
Right.
What? Oh wow. Well,
My bad. I came out of nowhere. That was my Tourette.
Mexico. What's Mexico? What's Mexico? What's Mexico?
Forgot the whole story.
What's Mexico?
Nah, we ain't gotta talk about that. Nah, niggas gonna think I did some wild shit in Mexico.
That's actually where we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it with you thinking you did some wild shit in Mexico. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing that right now.
Nah, but please, yo, like check out the episode because it's really good. It's really informative, yo.
Right.
And I had a lot of fun doing it, and I felt like, damn, this is a good episode.
Right.
Because like even people like reached out to me like, yo, like I always wanted to know that. Like nobody ever told me. And then like, they always ask lesbians, well, how do y'all fuck?
You say this? You tell this in the video?
Yeah, I get into it. I get into details about that.
People ask this question? Like, how do y'all niggas don't got
like
never
porn
heard
ain't
Pornhub?
Out. Right. Like porn ain't out. People ask those questions. People, like there's some girls like me, like I was letting people know this because it does happen. Like there's some girls like me who don't like to be touched at all. Like they don't want to be nothing.
They don't want to be feminized.
Which is, to me, I don't understand.
Which is a little weird. I've seen. Come on, man. We all did our little research history on Pornhub and X videos. Like we all did this, right? I've seen situations where like there'll be a girl and what you call an aggressor. She don't even want to get a titty suck, and I'm like, but you got some nice titties, like.
Correct.
Why would you? It's not like it's gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt you. I think it's just their own self-image. They don't want to be feminized. But those are usually the girls that be like,
them feel like a woman.
Right. So, but those are usually girls that they wear the stuff and they suck on it. That's something I never really understood. Like,
which I don't judge them for doing it. Just me personally, I don't want you to suck my straps.
You don't want to suck my strap.
Eat my pussy.
Has that happened to you before? Has it happened to you before?
Where they want to suck my strap?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So do you consider girls like that, they're bisexual? If you suck the strap, you're really bisexual.
I mean, yeah, some shape or form. Yeah, I think they're bisexual.
Okay, cool.
But I just think, most women are bisexual. I
think so too.
Yeah, I think most women.
I'm actually pro for having my girl. Well, not my girl, but if you're gonna let your girl be gay for a day, man, let her be gay for a day. Let her be gay for a day. Yo, Knowledge, let your girl be gay for. Let your girl be gay for a day.
Knowledge said he not with the shit last time.
You know what I mean? I'm with that. Sometimes
I was young.
Sometimes I said, lesbians are a big part of my porn search, and I wouldn't mind just sitting in the room like, yo, let me just see what it is. Let me just see, cool.
I think girls that like girls just want a sensual experience, because it's a lot more sensual, and I think that's what really gets it. You know what I'm saying? I think
right.
the edge or whatever is because
the passion of it.
Yeah, it's a lot more.
There's a lot of suck your titties, turn around niggas out here, and they want a little bit more than that. Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Understood. Now here's a question. Do you take how do I word this?
What?
I'm probably gonna need like a week to just word this question the right way. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some time. I don't know. I'm definitely.
What is the question?
Yo, I'm sorry. So I don't know how to.
I mean, you don't gotta be politically correct.
Give me some time to just think about this question.
I'm here for you. I'm here to help you.
You here for me? All right, cool. I might just text you after.
No.
Like, what do you, like, would this have been okay to say? Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
all right.
The last part of the lesbian thing, which I kind of think is where you're getting at. I could be wrong, but a lot of people ask, do aggressive girls like to take the strap? Right? Was that what you're gonna ask?
No, but that's the question. I definitely was like.
Well,
me personally, yes. I know a few of y'all do. A few of y'all do.
Yeah.
I just know that.
I know a lot of aggressors who take strap, and it just goes down like that. So just tune in if you want to know Lesbians for Dummies.
Lesbians for Dummies.
My dumb advice. Yeah. My dumb advice.
Holla at Misfit. And if you're still doing things, the other way, you know what I'm saying? Holla at me. I'll be talking my shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I might step on Misfit toes and talk about lesbians too. You never know, son. Like, we all love them. We all love them. Now, do you take offense to guys that like see y'all out together and like y'all and kind of like press the issue? Because I've heard females say, I've heard aggressors say, yo, this dude keep pushing up on me, that's gay. In my mind, I'm like, it's not really gay, but I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But like, do you take offense to that?
I personally don't. No.
Okay.
I don't take offense to it. I know some girls who take it very offensive. Like, they would be ready to fight.
Right.
If a guy says something to them. The only thing I disagree with is the level of disrespect that a guy may dish out. When two lesbians are together. Right. Like, this used to happen more when I was younger, not at this age. I don't know if I'm just giving off a different kind of energy.
I think it happened more when you was younger because the people that was doing it was young too.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So guys would be like, yo, son, like, yo, give me that, son. She too bad for that. Like, she too bad to be fucking with bitches. It's like, let me get in there. Let me, that was like, come on.
I mean, it happened.
Even
if
I wanted to threesome right now.
It happens to guys too. You know that, right?
Like they'll be like, "Why you with that bitch? She's trash."
I've had a lesbian come up to me and talk mad shit to me to get at my girl.
That's crazy.
And I still be standing there like, wow, this is crazy. If you was a dude,
I knock you
probably
out.
wouldn't be able to finish your sentence. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stand here and take it and just be like, okay, all right, that's what it is. All right.
Do you want my girl?
Well, that's definitely a more rare thing, because I've never seen that in my whole life. I mean, I've seen like, you know, guys try to like be with their girl and kind of holler at another girl. Like, I was on a train before and a guy and a girl try to like get me involved in a situation. I've seen that. Shit like that. Like I've been on vacation and have like a guy and a girl. Like, it literally happens like
all the time.
Of vacations.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
almost
there's
like
a lot of people out there experimenting. There's a lot of people out there experimenting. I ain't gonna front. I've ran into a couple that and it was a lesbian couple, but one of them was the aggressor. One of them was, you know, the female. She had on a mini skirt and all that. But the aggressor looked better than her. I could tell she was hiding some shit.
That happens.
So I was more attracted to her. So as I'm drinking, I'm like, yo, damn, yo, this shit's kind of bad. But I noticed she was getting upset. And it looked like she turned to a girl and she was like, yo, he keep looking at you. And I guess Shorty looked over and was like, no, he's looking at you. And then I felt like that made her uncomfortable. So I was like, yo, let me chill, man. Let me just, but damn, yo, that thing looked good over here. Like, damn, all right, I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's confusing.
That happened to me in Dominican Republic. I'll never forget it. It was a guy and his girlfriend, and they were attractive couple, you know what I'm saying? They just looked like they was looking for like, you know, partying time. And I'm not gonna front, on vacation, it'd be fun and it'd be all funny games. Everybody be chilling. And we was just like a group of people. There's probably like 10 of us, and everybody was coupled up. Like we ended up like jumping in the pool when the pool was closed, and we had mad fun. But the dude kept pursuing me.
I thought you was about to say, yeah, you know, we jumped in the pool, everybody was naked, you know what I'm saying? We had
we was all like in our underclothes and shit, like in the pool. Like, it was cool. It wasn't no dick slinging and shit, like
all right, cool.
Like, everybody, you know, like it was all good. But you know, my swimwear is fucking a sports bra and fucking boy shorts. So it's like fucking briefs. So we was in there, and then the dude was so adamant about fucking with me that it made his girl uncomfortable, which is
that
crazy.
That definitely would be it. That definitely.
Because she was like, "Yo, my nigga, like, she's gay, like she don't want to fuck with you, like, chill out." You know what I'm saying?
For him, that was the goal right there. He like, "Yo, if I could do that, nigga, what?"
Maybe it was some kind of mental shit. Like, yo, if I could like turn this one, then I'm the greatest dude on the planet.
I'm the man. I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie. It is kind of like an extra pat on the back when you like when you get there. You like, she like girls, but that ain't stopping what's going on right now. Like, she's, you know, like some like, I feel like some women are really bisexual, or they kind of have like a thing where I like women. I like what I can do with women, but I still like to have sex this way.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Which would explain like the strap-ons and stuff like that. Like, if that's really not your thing, then you wouldn't want nothing shaped like a man's joint. One of them, you know what I mean? Like,
no, but you got to think about it like this too, right? Like, a pussy is a pussy no matter whose it's on, right? And I don't care if people deny it or whatever. No. Listen to what the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is, you can, like, literally, you can make a pussy come the same way with other people. Like, for instance, like like you saying, like some girls may not like the strap or whatever the case may be, but I feel like the point I'm trying to make is pretty much anything, right?
Son.
Anything that you can, anytime you can penetrate and stimulate the clitoris, the girl can come.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways. There's a whole lot of ways.
But that's what I'm saying. So but penetrate, stimulate the clitoris, none. Like, so you might not like a nigga to be on top of you. Cool. But if a bitch penetrates and stimulates the clitoris, you're gonna fucking come.
Period. But
and for some people,
the difference is, I ain't gonna front. I watched a lot of these videos, Fit.
Yeah.
Just being real.
Mm-hmm.
Not many lesbians have mastered the stroke. Just saying.
Well,
sometimes they look like they like this. They just
because it don't got that feeling.
Right.
You're not getting a real experience. You're not getting a real experience of what lesbian sex is, because I don't watch lesbian porn at all. Like, not even once. Like, I don't watch it because seriously.
What you watching, Fit? What you watch?
I watch straight porn.
Like what? Like BBC Gangbang? Like, what you watch? You watch?
Come on, you get too much detail.
I'm just asking.
Too many details.
Is that familiar to you? Is that familiar to you? I'm just asking. Is it familiar?
This is not a YouTube conversation.
It's definitely not, bro. I don't even know what we gonna do with this episode now. I was supposed to be live at 10 o'clock, and I just got stuck over here, bro. Like,
I tried to end it. Matt is the one that started up. Like, hey, what?
Look, let's tune in to my dumb advice.
Right.
I gotta pop in on the episode because I'm gonna be the representative for the guys out there who just got questions. Like, we got questions, son. We trying to understand it.
Well, see, that was part 1, so maybe you should do part 2 with me.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Cool.
Let's get it. So, guys, when you watch this episode, send me all your questions.
Yes, send me all your questions. All your questions. And he gonna ask him, and I'm gonna answer it honest and up front.
There you go. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Cool.
All right, yo. Love to the team always. Love to the subscribers. Love to everybody who's been watching and tuning in. I know y'all miss us. We coming back. The barbershop is coming back. We just got to get through these times, but we still here with y'all. So keep tuning in. Nah,
thanks. Y'all already know. Shout out to all of us out there.
Salute.
Peace.
Yo. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Math is the craziest one.
I'm not the crazy. I'm just the one. Look, I'm gonna ask the questions, bro. As long as Fit is comfortable with it, I'm gonna ask the questions, son.
Nah, I was interested. I want to know the answer. I was like, word, what is that?
Charlie, these the ones, man.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you: are lesbians into anal?
What kind? Like all lesbians? Like,
no, I'm just saying, like, is that a thing that's normal, like, amongst y'all?
Yeah, bitches take anal with the strap.
They bisexual, man. That's it. Bisexual.
Well, yeah, I think that's why I said most women are bisexual. In my book, I just feel like every woman in the world is bisexual.
Right.
And most of the time, like, every girl I've been with has been with a guy sometime in their life. It's not like they just woke up gay.
You'd be the only one.
Well, we call the ones that never had dick a gold star.
So you're a gold star.
Right.
So what's the ones that have? They're like silver stars?
Nah, they ain't stars at
They're
all.
copper.
They're not stars at all, B.
Oh,
they're not stars at all.
Nah, they've been tarnished.
Jesus. You said you're a fallen angel, sweetheart. They're in Lucifer.
Misfit. That's not cool, Misfit. Your girl got kids, Misfit.
Yo,
That's not cool.
Yo, yeah, I haven't done it.
Have you ever dated a gold star?
No. Oh. I guess. But your shit, gay porn on fucking Pornhub is not fucking gay sex, bro. That shit
No, Fit. I don't think you understand how deep the rabbit hole goes. Like I watch The Girlfriends Forever, The Sensual. I watch all that shit. Like I've seen it.
Space, what you said as a platinum star?
It's a platinum star.
What gets better than not taking dick?
If you never even had a father, you got inseminated by a mother.
Is that a real thing, or you just made that up?
Yeah, if you never even you got inseminated and your parents,
you wasn't even conceived from a dick.
Like you didn't even have a dick in your life.
Second generation lesbian would be a platinum star.
Duh.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yo, if you just made that up, I'm copywriting it. I'm trademarking it.
So Misfit. So where do you go to watch real lesbian sex? But you don't watch it.
I don't watch lesbian sex. Yeah. It's boring.
How do you? My nigga, it's confusing. My nigga, like it's confusing.
They be lying. Look, as soon as a girl lick her pussy one time, she be like, I'll be like,
yeah, it's bullshit. I don't like the fakers.
That's a lie.
I like the fakers. I like the ones that be sitting there like looking for it. The ones that be looking like, oh, there it is. That's real. That's real. I don't like that.
Because you gotta get in the motion.
The girls that be bouncing. The girls that be bouncing, like, yo, bitch, you ain't getting off to that. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What up, Pop? Like, you not. That's not real, son. Like, there's no way that's not real, like at all.
So,
hey, fuck it, man. I don't gotta be real.
Yeah, that's not real.
In a way,
so,
in a way, we kind of opposites in how you watch straight porn. Me, I got this thing where I just don't want to see a nigga's asshole. I don't want to see it. Sometimes they turn the camera the wrong way, and I'm like, my nigga, I can't. Come on, man. I can't. Come on, son. Just get her. Just get her. I like the POV sometimes. I watch the POV because there's less niggas to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's right. But I will watch like The Girlfriends Forever and all that shit. I'll be like, oh shit, this shit crazy. Shit crazy. So
I could watch girl porn if it's realistic, but 9 out of 10 times it's just not realistic. Like it's just like, God, like you're lying so hard right now.
So my guess is you like to see the woman get pleasured.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we on the same page with that. We kind of on the same page.
Yeah, like a bitch to be real loud.
Right. Want to see her body turn red when she come. All that.
Yeah,
coming. And like her chest don't turn red, my nigga. I'm like, this bitch fake. Turn this shit off.
She ain't fucking coming.
She fucking.
I don't see no veins.
And you know the nigga that's fucking her probably feel mad awkward because he knows she faking too. He like, this bitch faking on me. Like, word, bitch, you faking? I should fake right now. Nothing.
And I would say y'all got one up on lesbians because, you know, I guess y'all have a dick, right? Y'all got one up. Right. So, but it's not even about the dick. It's about when y'all come. That's what y'all got one up. Not really the shaft. It's the vein pumps when y'all niggas is busting. Yeah.
Yo, you get off on the vein pump, son?
What? What? No, I said that's what y'all got.
Now you really confusing me, son. You really confusing. If that's something you be looking for, is I never look for the vein pumps, my nigga. You looking for vein pumps.
No. I'm saying that's what y'all got one up on us on.
No, y'all definitely got one up on us because y'all come for like a whole minute. Our shit is like 13 seconds. It's done. It's over. Then there might be a second one, but the third one is going to take like 4 hours. So it's not happening. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but we don't come
could
fast
be like,
back to back either like that. Like, not like you got to recharge too the same way y'all recharge.
that's not true. Women could come 10 times in one setting and it'd be cool.
Okay.
A guy, we
Definitely
sitting there
multiple.
through your 10, like, okay, that's number 10. Here goes my one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yo.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's over.
I don't know.
Over
I feel
first.
like a good nut for a girl feels like a good nut for y'all, where your body is fucking dead. Your
A squirt.
body dies and
A
you
squirt.
cannot fucking move. And even if they try to touch you, you're shaking to the point
you're like,
where I
so
can't
basically
move.
a squirt. A squirt is like a female ejaculation.
Yeah, but not all women squirt.
All women squirt.
No, they don't.
All women squirt.
All women nut. Well, the
All-
projection is not all women.
I fit. This is where I got to take over and I got to kind of let you know. Listen, all women squirt.
Yeah,
Okay?
man.
I personally have been the first time for many people, but it happens. People in their 40s just like, I never thought I could do this. You can't.
And nigga like, I'm the squirt king. I bring it out
Mav
of
is the squirt king. Mav is the squirt
Just
king.
put it out there.
I bring it out of
I don't officially advertise the crown, but yes, I have the crown, son. I have the crown.
What are your techniques in order for you to get this squirt?
It's about the warm up. It's about the warm up. It's about when you go for it, right? Okay, so I'll make out with a chick for like a good 15 minutes, dancing around all the special places for a little while, just to tease them. So now their sensitivity is heightened because they're like, I want them to touch it. I want them to touch it, right?
Yeah.
So you might go down on her, you might play with her or whatever. When she comes from that, it's a perfect opportunity to just slide in there, do the Spider-Man, and just wop, 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 because she's already sensitive. She's already going through it. And then eventually, or if you hitting it and you feel like she's about to come, flip her over. Spider-Man, wop, 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 wop. All over the place.
And all these times you're doing it with your fingers, correct?
No, you can do it with your dick too, but you got to know how to do it. Like, you don't start off giving her the whole thing. You kind of like tease her. You gotta. There's a way to heighten the sensitivity.
When I do the shit in the cervix, right?
Spider-Man?
But it's like this.
The cervix.
The spider?
But you gotta kind of like press on it.
Nah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's like a lesbian's best friend, my nigga. That's the lesbian move 101, nigga. That's our Super Saiyan. Like, oh, get ready for it. It's coming.
That might be why I watch y'all.
It's like, oh, yeah, all right, it's time. Let's get it.
I'm like, yo, a girl would know how to work this.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
let me watch a girl, see what she does, and da da da. But though, dead ass though, like women all types of ages who never thought they could. Hi, how you doing? Man, I'm making squirt. That's pretty much my thing.
To your point about that, about the girl like to nut numerous times. I feel like in a really good like nut situation, once you nut in that way, you just want them to get off. Like, you don't, your pussy becomes OD sensitive.
But here's the thing, Fit.
So what?
That's the perfect time to make them squirt with your joint. You flip them over and wild out during that.
Right,
back to back.
Right.
It ain't gonna stop. You're gonna be sitting there wondering, yo, how much fluid is inside of this bitch.
Correct.
So that's her peeing on you, right?
No, because she'll get up and go pee right after.
No, it's not fucking pee.
She will get up and go pee right after, bro.
That's what it looked like.
You could check the toilet if you want, bro. It's not the same thing.
Nah, it's not. But honestly, like OD squirters, I don't know. It's cool or whatever, but it gets real messy, man. It gets so messy.
I had a threesome one time. We had to sleep on the floor. It was over. We had to sleep on the floor.
It's all fun and games till somebody got to sleep on the wet spot.
Yeah, nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. And there weren't no dry spots because we was wilding out. Yeah, so it was floor time for all three of us. Cool. But that's that.
All three of us.
I'm late. I'm gonna owe somebody money. I was supposed to go live at 10. I mean,
sign out, man.
That's your fault, man. If I helped you,
I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
job,
Go to your damn live. I'm gonna holler at you. I'll let you on the live.
We out of here.
Y'all be easy.
All right, yo.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard. Told Jim I need a bomb I could drop on you niggas. Bad boy, I'm never gonna stop for you niggas. I don't give a fuck who you got is the illest. I solidify my spot with gorillas. Now